Louisiana beer review. St. Arnold Harmony Hazy Pale Ale. All right, this is a rare product. Thank you, David. My friend traded with me, so I gave him 2 beers. He gave me 2 beers. All right. So I don't know if this is sold in bottles. St. Arnold's gone to cans largely. Years ago they had the twist cap bottles like a Beta, and then they went to the pry caps. Shiner, they're a Texas craft brewery that still uses twist caps on the bottles. Okay, but anyway, that's off the subject. Independent craft brewer St. Arnold, been brewing since 1994. First beer was their Amber Ale, which is delicious. Let me get a little bit more light on this subject here. Got to turn that on. So if you look on the website, they list Harmony Hazy IPA, okay, at 6.5% alcohol. I looked this up on Untapped, and it was showing Harmony Pale Ale, just called Harmony Pale Ale, a Pale Ale version that is 6 something. But this is Harmony Hazy Pale Ale, Hazy Pale Ale, and it is coming in, the can is saying 8%. So I don't know what this is, okay? I cannot find it listed on their website. They're only showing it's so small you can barely read it, but it's clearly 8%, and they're only showing like I said, the Harmony IPA, not a pale ale or a hazy pale ale. This was in a variety pack. He said he bought it. I hadn't seen this around here in Louisiana. We do get some St. Arnold beers still, like the Weed Whacker, I think, sometimes in the summer pills. We might get an Oktoberfest, but we don't get too many of their beers like we used to in this parish. Now, in his parish, which has got many more people, 300,000 people as opposed to this parish with 49,000 people. So, yeah, not 49, 40,000. So, yeah, his variety is going to be better, yes, and better, no. Because I can go to Mathern's and they've got an enormous amount of craft beers. Singles, too. Singles, usually tall cans, pint cans, but you see the problem with the craft beer singles these days, they're so prohibitively expensive. Everything is at the low end, $3.99 a can, and then up to $6.99, and I'm just seeing one after the other, $5.99, $5.99, $5.99. Not blaming that store. I know there's a markup on beer, but I mean their wholesale is probably high, so I'm just not looking to spend $30, $40 on a few cans of craft beers. Well, we're getting them from all over now, though, being bought. We got, I saw some today. We got Hoosier coming from Indiana. There was another one I saw today coming from Middleton, New York, and or Middlebury. I can't remember the name. New York. So we're getting all kind of very high grade craft beers. It's just they're high priced. All right. Oh, but I'll probably break down and buy some of them. Got Smash Pumpkin in this week over here, and it's $3.99 a can. I've had it before. 9%. Good product. It's not really made with, I don't think they add actual pumpkin to it. They're adding flavoring or something, but it tastes good. All right, this is extremely cloudy. There is sediment galore in this can. It's close to 4 months old, but it is, might be able to hear the crackling. It's a foamy, spongy head, white head, and yeah, it's just white, not off-white. And it is, a lot of people that drink things like Coors Light, if they saw this, they'd set it right back down and say, nope, something's wrong with that beer. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. Even Coors Light, if you have good lighting, you'll see a little bit of sediment. There's only so much filtering they can do, but it's, it's minimal. All right, so this very rare beer, this is the first video review for this product in the world. Yeah, I looked up Harmony on the website, on YouTube, and they have videos, few, right? Three. One is from the brewery. But it's all the IPA, 6.5%. Now I know an 8 and a 6 can look alike because they, round, and this is small, but this is 8. It's clearly an 8, and yeah, I'm letting the light hit it perfectly right there. If it's so small, 8%, and a pale ale at 8%. That's an imperial pale ale. I mean, I would know 6.5 doesn't look like an 8. I know that much, and that's what they're listing on their website, 6.5. So he got this in a variety pack. I don't know how this got put in the variety pack. I don't know why it's not on their website. It's not listed on Untapped, and they're usually pretty comprehensive. Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, forget it. It's not listed. So this is going to be an unusual video, and probably the only time you'll ever see it. But now it could be an early release. You know what I mean? Could be a 2023 release, and then it could be everywhere in 24, right? I'll say everywhere that St. Arnold distributes. Most people up north have told me I've never seen their beers. Nice lacing. Look at that. Healthy lacing. It does smell like a pale ale, hazy or otherwise. It just smells like a pale ale. You get that mild bready nose, like white bread crust. Think along the lines of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I don't include Dale's Pale Ale in that because that's more like an India Pale Ale, calling itself a Pale Ale. The old Anchor Liberty Ale, which may or may not have been an India Pale Ale. Sometimes it was, But anyway, more of a Pale Ale. I don't want to start talking about Anchor. I'll get emotional. Well, they used to make. But I remember the glory days, boom. Going to Dornax and getting Anchor Double Liberty. It was double Liberty. It was like 8.5. Woo woo. That was a good. I'm gonna have to post that review in Alcohol X so people can see that. Because I've had some people tell me I don't. Sort of like implying I don't think that exists. Like I was making it up. I said, I got a video for it. All right. Didn't exist for long. Bread. Yeasty white bread. Oh boy. Woo. Now I would have loved to have this back when it was first brewed and bought and canned. But like I said, it's been sitting a little while. But 8% in a can, it's probably all right. I wouldn't want to go past 6 months though. No. Oh. I'm looking at a pale ale right there that I loved, and it disappeared as fast as I saw it. I mean, I prefer India Pale Ale sometimes. Good ones, because that's a questionable style these days. But India Pale Ale over Pale Ale. It's just like Pale Ale is exciting. India Pale Ale, much more exciting. I don't know. That's questionable. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that. The old English Bass was a good one. The English Pale Ale. Prickly carbonation. Tastes like white bread. A little citrus. Yeah, I got a little citrus note. Bitterness units seem low. Let me take another sip. High, medium body. Mostly dry finish. Bitterness units seem like they're coming in around 35. Probably, 30. Yeah. 30 bitterness units. So 3 out of 5 hop cones, I think. That's right. Sweetness. 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's balanced. 8%. Do I perceive that? A little bit, not too much. It's not a boozy beer, if that's what you're thinking. Like, oh, I don't like these 8%ers. They're so boozy. Some are. This one was no longer produced. I found it in, I don't know. I found the can in San Antonio, Texas. This 40-ounce bottle I found in, I think, Wisconsin, between Chicago, you know, on that Lake Highway 32, State Highway 32 to Lake Sheridan Road, Lake Highway between Chicago and Milwaukee. I think I found it there. It was like $1.75 in 2011. I know it's 2011. It says it on the bottle. But this is boozy. You know, this one was like good, but it did not hide the alcohol. No, it was, you could, and those lagers don't tend to hide the alcohol very well. And then when you get an 8%, you get up to 8% in those lagers, they'll start being chalky, like have a chalky, and it gets worse. Like you get to 8.5, like this Schlitz Gold Bull. It'd be really chalky, you know, like, which is probably why I never buy them unless they do a can, you know, label change, and I'll buy it for the collection. But to drink them, they're too rich for me. Too. I used to get that Hurricane High Gravity for $3.99 a 12-pack before Hurricane Katrina hit. Everything changed after that hurricane because then the price started going up. But up until the hurricane hit in August 2005, go to Winn-Dixie, get a 12-pack Hurricane High Gravity, $3.99. True story. I can still get the 12-packs at Rouse's in Jefferson Parish, but they're like $10.99 now. But I wouldn't buy it. I stopped buying it before the hurricane because I was drinking it and reading magazine, National Geographic magazine, and I was like, it's too, I can't take this. It's too strong. Although I did like the flavor. This is a little hefty, you know. It's also rich, like, not in that lager sense. Like the ales they kind of fruity, you know what I mean? They're fruity. They got kind of more, I call them dirty beers. And it covers up what the lagers can't cover. Lagers are so clean. They're so clean and refined in a, what I mean like that, in a refinery sense. Like a refinery refines oil into gasoline, right? So they can't mask any impurities. So if you get a high gravity lager that's got problems, it's going to show up, and you're just going to detect it in a snap and say, oh, like that chalkiness. This has that in a way, but it's masked. So an Imperial Pale Ale. I'm very favorable towards it. So, you get the I'm saying malty with the white bread. Now, I would rather if it was more bitter, but then it would be an India Pale Ale, right? If it was like 80 IBUs, St. Arnold, you need to do it. Score. For a very rare product, it could just be something they put in the variety pack and they only just made it and says, put it there, let's try it out, and never see it again. We won't even put it on the website, which is strange for St. Arnold because they are comprehensive. Well, I'm saying that. Maybe they've been putting a lot of stuff out off the grid for years and I didn't run across them. So that could be the case. I'm going to go 94. 9.4 out of 10. A most excellent beer. A strange one. mean, if you know of a lot of Imperial Pale Ales, let me know, because I'm not aware of them. Usually they're coming in around 5.3, something like that. All right, so, whoa, fascinating, fascinating. Amazing, really. So, Lazy, seems like it almost had like a green. I guess that's a can shining on it. Green thing. I hope that's the print from the can shining. So Lazy Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent product, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all, and I've done it too, so I can vouch for it. Y'all go to Houston, Texas, and take a St. Arnold brewery tour.